You know, it's not every day one sees someone treating flowers with such care. Apologies. I didn't mean to scare you. It's just, well, you look so engrossed in your work that I couldn't resist. Who are you? I don't recall seeing you in the gardens before. Ah, new to the palace, are you? That explains it. But tell me, what's your name? What brings you here, tending to these flowers? Your mother, you say? Ah, yes, I think I've heard of her. Skilled with plants, and even better with the palace animals. So, you've taken up her mantle then? A noble pursuit, though I'd imagine not without its challenges. There's no need for such formalities, you know. I'm not so stuffy as my father or my siblings. You can relax. In fact, I think it's rather charming how you tend to the garden with such devotion. It's rare to see someone so earnest. And here I thought all the beauty in this garden was confined to the flowers. Clearly, I was mistaken. Forgive me, I couldn't resist. But tell me, what were you planting just now? These flowers, they must mean something to you, judging by how carefully you handle them. Oh, how fascinating. I must admit I never paid much attention to the meanings behind flowers before. To me, they were always just, well, flowers. Lovely, of course, but I never thought of them as storytellers. So, tell me, what story do these particular blooms tell? Love, passion, devotion, such powerful sentiments for something so delicate. I wonder, do you believe in the stories they tell, or are they just traditions passed down to make the world feel a little more magical? I think I see it now. It's not just the flowers themselves you're drawn to. It's the meaning behind them, the care they represent. You tend to them as if they were dear friends. Perhaps you could teach me more of this language. It seems unfair that you know so much about me already. My title, my reputation, and I know so little about you. Oh, a mystery am I? I rather like the sound of that. Though I suppose it's only fair to share a little more about myself. You see, I'm not like my father or my siblings. They prefer the grand halls, the diplomacy, the endless rules. Me? I prefer places like this, where the world feels alive and untamed. That's why I noticed you, you know, the way you care for this place. It's different, genuine. You flattered me with your flower lore. Now it's my turn. Let's see. These here, the white ones. What did you call them? Symbols of purity and grace? Well, they remind me of you. You know, these flowers might be your companions during the day, but I wonder, do they keep you company in the evening as well? Or do you have other pursuits to occupy your time? Quiet evenings, tending to flowers, time with your mother. No grand adventures or secret escapades? How very proper of you. Though I must say, I find it hard to believe someone with such captivating eyes would have admirers lining up to steal her attention. Ah, there it is again. That charming modesty. You'd have me believe you're simply invisible in a world full of people? I think not. Perhaps it's the palace that's kept you hidden away. But even here, your light is hard to miss. And if I may be so bold, I hope the flowers aren't the only ones lucky enough to have your care. They may be beautiful, but I suspect there's more to you than even this garden can reveal. You've never heard such words before? Then it seems I have the pleasure of being the first. It's a privilege I won't take lightly, I assure you. You know, these red flowers, you mentioned that they're symbols of passion and courage. I think even these ones are kindred spirits of yours, even if you don't realize it yet. After all, it takes a rare strength to step into the palace, doesn't it? To take on the world of royalty, rules, and expectations. And still, you find time to blush so beautifully when a wayward prince wanders into your garden. Don't worry, I won't tease you too much. For now. But you should know meeting you today has been the most refreshing part of my week. Will you be here tomorrow? Yes? Great. Perhaps you'll allow me to learn more about your world. And maybe, just maybe, I'll share a little more of mine. Though I warn you, the palace can be a treacherous place for secrets. You're a natural, you know. You handle yourself with a grace that would make even the court envious. I'm almost tempted to steal you away from the garden entirely, though I fear the flowers would revolt in your absence. The sky darkens. Alas, I must go before my absence is noticed. I suspect the servants are already whispering about the prince sneaking out again. If I'm late, my father will think I've snuck out to the village. Again. Tomorrow then. But do me one favor. Don't let anyone convince you that you're anything less than remarkable. I wouldn't bother sneaking away from the palace for just anyone, you know. Can you do that for me? Then, ta-ta for now, darling.